Hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. We're going to use both pairs of bands today, meaning a shorter pair. If you have it for the first part, we'll be doing our banded walks, banded glute bridges, and then later on the last circuit of the hour, I do believe, we'll have band pull-aparts if you have the long therapy bands as well. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and come on up to our feet. We're going to do some spinal cord breathing to get our bodies started. Go ahead and bring your feet just underneath the hips. You're going to keep that nice soft bend in the knees and draw your abdomen in. On your inhale, you're going to circle those arms around, forearms together, palms together, and then gently exhale, bow down, tuck yourself into a little ball, chin to the chest, belly button pulled into the spine. And now we're going to lift and open on that inhale. Try to take a nice deep breath in through the nose, turn your head to the sky, squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Good. And then we'll reverse that, keeping that soft bend in the knees throughout. Tuck that chin down to the chest. Exhale just slightly more than you normally would. And let's take it through about 3 more cycles. Breathe deep. Expand your lungs as you breathe. And then as that exhale, send that air out. Let's go 2 more times. Lift and open. Fire the back side of the body to protect that low back as you gently arch and open. Good. And then down and in. Roll forward, round forward. Good. Final time. Nice cleansing deep breath. Inhale confidence, inhale hope, and exhale any stress, worry, anxiety. Just let it all go. On the next inhale, go ahead and drop your arms down. Walk your feet a little bit wider and come on up to full standing. Good job. Keep that soft bend in the knees. We're going to go into our little trees of life here. Let the arms be like tree branches, just floating along the side of the body, rotating through your torso. Turn the head and neck as well, as long as it doesn't make you dizzy. Good. After a couple times here, start to allow those elbows to bend. Start to have your arms lightly tap against the torso. Front of the rib cage, back of the rib cage. And see if you can time that tap of your arms with your exhale. Good. Just using these nice gentle movements to get some heat in the body, get some nice movement in the body, warm everything up. Good. We're going to take the front hand and we're going to bring it to the top of the rib cage, upper part of the lungs, just in front of the shoulder. Good. Arms are just like straps, gently guiding with the hips. Let's get a couple more on each side here, and then we're going to drop the front arm back down to the hip. Good. Go ahead and lower that front hand back down in front of the hip. We're going to basically unwind from the start. So we'll go front of the hip for about 5 to 7 times each side, not worrying about counting, just going off feel. And then we'll go back to those tree branch arms away from the body. Good. A couple more here. Arms are heavy, neck is long. Good. Start to slow it down a little bit. Arms away from the body. And just practice gradually bringing yourself down to a stop. Fantastic. Nice deep breath there. We're going to walk those feet in. We're going to work a little bit of balance next. Warm up the lower body. Lift everything up and in. Draw the shoulders back and down. Come on to single leg support. We're going to our ankle rolls 5 to 8 times in one direction. Rotate those palms forward. Squeeze the shoulders back and down. Draw the belly button in as you hold this posture. Good job. Switch directions of that ankle roll. Same thing the other direction. Keep lifting up out of the hips. Good. Fantastic. Take note of which leg you're on. Wide base stance in between sides. Inner thigh or Cossack stretch. Root down into those legs. Reach those arms out. Sending one knee wide. Good. Shoulders back and down. Opening through those inner thighs and up to the center. And again, knees drive out. Grip the feet down. Both feet firmly planted. Good. One more time each side. We'll go back to those ankle rolls on the opposite leg. Very good. There you go, Sharon. Back to center and second time, second side. Chest up. Knee pushes wide. Very good. As you come on up for that, shimmy those feet back in. And we're going to go single leg balance. And ankle rolls on that opposite leg. Draw everything up and in. Rotate those palms forward. Coming into that single leg support. Good. 5 to 8 times one direction. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch directions, rotate the other way. Fantastic. Finish those ankle rolls. Go back to that wide base stance. This time for that behind the back stretch with forward fold. Soft bend the knees. Interlace the hands behind you. Extend those elbows. Draw the shoulders back. And then long spine here. Send the hips back. Drop the head down. And pull those arms right over the center of the rib cage. And now breathe. Send the air into the back of the ribs. Deep breath in. As you exhale, see if your body wants to lower slightly more towards the floor. 2 more times. Good. On that next inhale, root down into your legs. Come on back up to standing. Fantastic. Walk those feet back in. Going back to our balance as you feel quad stretch next. Draw it all up and in. Coming on to single leg support. Grab that foot. Pulling the heel towards the glute. Good job. And watch so you don't like rotate the knee out. Just keep everything nice and center. We're going to stay tall for this one. Try to squeeze the glute on the side that you're stretching the quad. Activate the back side of the body. Invite the front side to lengthen. Very nice. Go ahead and set that foot down. Again, taking note of which side you're stretching. And in between sides, some hip circles here. Rotating through the hips. Nice and smooth. Loosen up that low back. Great time to just smile. Sometimes it feels a little funny just to circle your hips around. You can either keep those hands on the hips or just dance a little bit. Move the arms around. Feel that rhythm. Beautiful. All right, fantastic. Walk those feet back in. We got to finish that quad stretch. Opposite leg. Root the foot down. Draw everything back up and in. And grab that opposite foot. Beautiful. Pulling the heel towards the glute. Squeeze that bum. We're going into our banded walks next. If you weren't here at the start of class, we made a little announcements. We're going to use those short bands and the long band this hour. So we're getting ready for some banded walks coming up next. A couple more seconds here on this single leg stretch. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. All right, let's grab a drink of water and then we're going to get ready for that first series. It's going to be banded walks with squats. And then we'll come down. Option of a glute bridge. I'm going to go glute bridge round 1 and option of some tabletops on set 2. We have some people grabbing their band. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and stretch the forearms just a bit. Elbow in at the side. Pull all 4 fingers and your wrist back, extending. And then you're going to extend out that elbow. Good. Pull that elbow into the side. Again, pull all 4 fingers back, extend through that wrist, and then extend through the elbow. Very nice. One more time. Draw it back, pull them back, and stretch it out. Excellent. Same thing, other side. Elbow into the side, pull the fingers back, and extend. Feels nice. Should we spend a lot of time at the computer throughout the day, on our phones throughout the day? Like many of us are. Good. One last time. Pull it back and extend that side. Excellent. Shake them out. Some circular patterns through the wrist. Very good. And then we're going to place the back side of the hands together. And now long neck as you draw those elbows down. Very good. All right, once you finish that, now if you haven't already put that band on, go ahead and grab that band. On the first round, we're going to take the band just below the knees, upper part of your shins. On round 2, we'll come above the knees for that banded walk. Just making a slight variation on how we're firing. All right, we're working this for 90 seconds. So when you're ready, you're going to come down to that little quarter squat, draw the belly in, and then we're going to go anywhere between 4 and 6 steps out to the side with 2 to 3 squats before you change sides. Pushing your knees out against that band, keeping your feet planted, chest up. Very good. And then we'll take it back the other way, holding that nice little quarter squat the whole time. Very good. That's our first 30 seconds, 1 minute to go. Keep your breathing nice and fluid. Feel that booty start to fire, holding that little quarter squat. Good. How do you decide if you want to do 2 squats or 3 squats? You know, just kind of base it off your energy, base it off your speed and confident with the squats. If you're feeling a little sluggish, keep it till 2. If you're feeling solid today, let's go 3. Good, 1 minute in, 30 seconds to go. Now we're warming up. Nice. Try to make your way back to where you started. Have like an even amount of work on each side of the body. And then as you finish that side, we'll make our way down to the floor. Excellent. Whew, good work. And 3, 2, 1. That's our 90 seconds. Go ahead and take your time coming on down. Keep that band around the legs. Just now as you come down, you're going to move it from below the knees to just above the knees. Normally you would end with that low back stretch, but let's go ahead and start with the low back stretch as we come down for this first set. So go ahead and hug the knees into your chest. Gently rock your body side to side. Very good. For that double kneaded chest, take the arms out to the side, take it into that 2-knee twist. Let's go twice on each side. As you bring your legs to one side, turn the head, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then when you're ready, draw the legs up and across, same thing other side. Beautiful. One more time each direction. You determine how far into that twist your body feels confident to move. And taking it back. Second time, second side. Fantastic. When you're ready, make sure your shoulder blades are in a good position. Nice open chest position. You're gonna place your feet down roughly hip width apart, holding that outward tension on your band. And then when you're ready, we're gonna practice these for a minute. So you can roll those hips back, push the low back into the ground, and nice and gradual for the start here. Start to raise the hips up, squeeze the booty, nothing to prove on that first rep. Just get a little bit of an activation and then gradually taking it back down. Good. Up and pause. Let's try to hold the top position of each rep for about 2 seconds. Really getting that backside to fire, inviting the front of the hips to open, and then take it down and rest. Very good. Halfway through, another 30 seconds left here. Holding that outward tension the whole time through the band. Keeping your full foot firmly planted into the floor. Woo! Fire that lower body. Good, about 10 seconds left. Let's go 1 or 2 more reps. Pushing those hips up, make it just a little bit higher than before, avoiding any kind of pinching in the hips or the low back. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and keep that band on the knees and let's roll over to all fours. Nice wide handprint underneath the shoulders. Bring your knees in so that they're touching. And we're going to go a little quadruped hip rock here. Draw the abdomen in. Gently bring the hips down to one side. And then up and across, same thing other way. Really key here not to be arched or extended in your low back. You just sink into that quadruped hip twist here as far as you're confident. Very good. Once you finish that hip rock, we're going to turn the toes under. We'll do kind of like a close-legged down dog here with that band still on the legs. Bring those hips up, rock the heels back, and draw the chin in towards the chest as you gently pulse the heart towards your thighs. Breathe in, gently rock forward. Exhale, gently rock back. And let's pedal out the heels. Lower one heel down and then the other. Good. 30 seconds till we start set 2. We back to those banded walks with the squats. Once you finish pedaling out the heels, go ahead and walk your hands towards your feet, walk your feet towards the hands. And you can just do kind of an exaggerated toe touch here as you come on up. Taking your time, pushing through your feet, rounding your way up to the top. Fantastic. All right, getting ready for set 2 here in 3, 2, 1, and second set. This time the band should still be just above the knees like we had for our bridges. Good job. 4 to 6 steps one way, 2 to 3 squats at the end, and then bring it back. Second of 2 rounds. The last time here. Excellent. There you go. Great step, Sharon. Looking smooth, Kathy. Here's our first 30 seconds. 1 minute to go. Woohoo, I'm feeling that booty fire. Breathing through it. Keep those knees driving out wide on those squats. Bring your hips down as far as you're confident, not letting them rock underneath you. Hold that tension in the midline throughout. Very good. Woo. All right, just under 30 seconds. I'm going to take it back to the start. I'm not going to have time to finish another full set, so I'm going to finish these 3 squats and then I'm going to make my way to the floor. So do what you need to do to finish yourself out evenly on both sides. And we'll make our way down. You can stick with those glute bridges, or if you want to challenge and open up the upper body a little bit more, we can work some tabletop bridges on this second round. If you want to play with that tabletop, you're going to place the hands behind you. You can either turn the palms down, palms will be down, either fingers away or fingers towards you. See which feels better for your shoulders. Draw the shoulders back, set the feet, normal glute bridge, and then when you're ready, bridge those hips. Pull the shoulders back. This will be especially great if you were here yesterday in class. You work those dips. This is a nice opener for that upper body as well. Still squeeze the booty, driving those heels down, driving the knees out. Good. Excellent. I'm going to spend about 30 seconds here on this tabletop practicing this, and then I'm going to take it back down for that typical glute bridge. So you can make the call on what feels best for you. I'm going to go one more rep here at the tabletop. Lift the hips, open the chest. And there's our halfway. I'm going to take it back down to the floor and finish out with the glute bridge. That tabletop can be pretty demanding on the upper body, pretty demanding on the wrist. So sometimes it's better just to work your way into it, not overdo it to start. Beautiful. Let's get about 2 more reps. Control down, drive high. Drawing that chin in towards the chest. And last one. Squeeze the booty. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and take that band off the legs and stay down here. We're going to do a couple stretches before we come back up. All right, go ahead and extend your left leg out. Draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder, and then guide that knee and thigh across the body towards the left. Say hello to that glute on. Great time to just close those eyes, take a few deep breaths. Good. From here, we're going to go into a hamstring stretch of that right leg. Grab behind the knee, behind the thigh, extend that foot straight up in the sky. Pull the feet towards your face. Point the foot towards the ceiling or sky. Pull it back towards your face and keep those toes pulled back towards your face as you bend the knee in towards your chest. And then we'll extend it back up. And do that twice more. Toes towards you, toes away, toes back towards your face, holding that position as you bend the knee down and in. Waking up that sciatic nerve on the back side of the body. Let's go one more time. Extend the knee. Say hello to that hamstring. Point the foot. Pull it back towards you and bend that knee down and in. Very good. With that knee bent down and in, you can use your left hand. Just gently guide that leg across, coming a little bit deeper this time, more into that single leg twist. Use that left hand on the right knee just to support. Turn the head, looking over the left shoulder. And breathing here for 3 cycles. Maybe one more breath. And then go ahead and unwind from there. Good job. Same thing, opposite side. Extend your right leg out, going to the left. Pull that left knee and shin towards the left shoulder, and then bring it across towards the right. Glute stretch on the left. Close the eyes, give your focus back to your breath for a couple of cycles. Good. From the glute stretch, let's go to that hamstring stretch / sciatic nerve floss. Grab behind that left leg. Go ahead and pull all 5 toes towards your face as well as your foot, and then point the foot up towards the sky. Draw it back towards your face, holding that position as you bend that knee down and in. Bend it in, extend it back up. Good. Point the foot, pull it back towards you, bend the knee down and in. Third and final time. Up, point, back, and bend the knee down. Good job. As you bend the knee down and in this third time, use your right hand. Draw that left leg across the body for a single leg twist. Turn your head and neck, looking over that left shoulder. Use that right hand to kind of guide that knee across. See how far you want to go into that twist. And let's hold this here for 3 cycles of breathing. One more time. Fantastic. Go ahead and make your way out of that twist. Roll back over to all 4s. Ready to come into our cat-cow posture for a few cycles of breathing, and then make our way back up to our feet through another down dog. Hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Exhale, push up through your shoulder blades. Draw that chin down to the chest. And then inhale, gently arch. Lift the head, lift the neck. Good. 2 to 3 times here, or 3 more. Getting ready for some single arm dumbbell thrusters, single arm dumbbell rows in our next circuit. Good. One final cat cow. And then when you finish these cat cows, go ahead and raise those hips up, come back into down dog. Good. Hips nice and high, pushing back through your palms. Lengthening through the back side of the body. And then let's get a nice stretch for those calves. Lower the heels down, one side and then the other. That feels wonderful. Twice more on each foot, and then we'll slowly inchworm our way up to our feet. Wonderful. When you're ready, walk the feet towards the hands, walk the hands towards the feet. Make your way on up, and let's go ahead and grab some water. Nice work. All right, we're gonna do one more stretch before we get into that first circuit. Not first, second circuit with the dumbbell thrusters. We're gonna do our stagger stance, tricep side bend. So it's gonna be left foot's gonna step back. It'll come into that stagger stance position. Set both heels down on the ground. Draw the abdomen in as you reach that left arm straight up, bending at the elbow, reaching around. So now we're gonna give some love to the hip flexor, that trail leg, shifting those hips forward, squeezing that glute, eyes up, chest up, and then bend your body towards the right. Breathe here. Come up out of that and take it back into that. Keep those hips gently guided forward. Head up, eyes up, bend towards the side. And now take your downside shoulder, kind of rotate around, peering up towards the ceiling on your left side. Very good. Breathing there. And then unwind, come on out. Very good. In between sides, just a little side step, arm swing, lateral step, shake out those arms. Good. All right, we're gonna go same thing on the opposite side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Set that heel down, ribs and belly draw in. Draw the chin in as well. As you bend that right elbow, reach around, grab. So remember, hip shift first. Squeeze the booty on that trail leg, eyes up, chest up, bending towards your left side. Squeeze and breathe. Coming up out of that. And one last time. Hips rock back, hips shift forward, squeeze the bum. Eyes up, chest up, side bend towards your left. And now you're going to take that left shoulder, try to rotate around, peering up towards the ceiling or sky over your right shoulder. Good. Breathing there. And then when you're ready, unwind out of that and shake it out. All right. Fantastic. Let's get back to a little bit more water. And then you're going to want whatever dumbbells you want to use as a little review here. Dumbbell thruster, you're going to hold that weight in one hand. We'll come down into the squat and then drive straight up to overhead. Nice smooth pattern here. Each exercise is going to be 30 seconds. We'll have between 10 and 15 seconds in between exercises. And we'll be doing some cross crawl, midline of the body work in between sides of the body. We'll have about 30 seconds rest in between sets for 3 sets total. All right, go ahead and find the weight you want to start with. Bring that weight up to your left shoulder. Set the feet. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Set 1. Take your time. Find the depth of that squat in your non-working arm. Reach it out as you lower down. Invite that chest to stay nice and tall. Eyes looking straight ahead. Beautiful. Nice smooth pattern. Breathe in to lower. Exhale as you drive up. And it's called a thruster because the idea is give a little thrust of your hips as you finish that squat. Guide that weight up. 2, 1, and rest and rotate. Very good. Bent over row, same side of the body. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps back. Come on down into position, nice flat back. 2, 1, here we go. Draw that elbow up and in. Once you know the movement, look straight down towards that lead leg. Breathe in to reach. Exhale as you draw that elbow nice and high. Someone to our glute bridge can add a little pause at the top. Invite that shoulder blade to sit in against the rib cage, drawing it closer to the spine. 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. Go ahead and set your weights down. Come on up to standing. As I mentioned, we're going to go cross crawl in between sides. We're going to go elbow to the opposite knee. So when you're ready, going to lift up to your midline. Draw that knee up. Draw the elbow down. Trying to make contact to the opposite side of the body. This balance work in disguise. Whoops, as I show there, as I lose my balance. So make sure you hold strong through the middle. Draw those shoulders blades back. I'm gonna get my words here. 10 seconds left. Exhale when you draw that elbow towards the knee. Inhale as you stand tall and open back up. Good. 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. 15 seconds. We'll be back to the other side of the body. Right arm dumbbell thruster first. Good. Set those feet for the squat. 2, 1. Here we go. Second half of set 1. Continue to pace. Your goal is to have a consistent tempo through each of the 3 rounds or a slightly accelerated tempo as you warm up. What we don't want to see is we don't want to see you going out really hard in the first round and then hitting that wall. So kind of prepare your body for the movement. 2, 1, and rotate. Bend over row, right side of the body. Left foot steps forward. Nice long step back on the right. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Looking straight down towards that front foot. Exhale as you draw that elbow nice and high. Good, great pause at the top. Kathy, looks strong. Yeah, Sharon, good high elbow position. We're over halfway. A few more reps. Rest breaks coming. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. We'll take 30 seconds. Be back for set 2. Grab a drink of water. Make any changes to the weights as you choose. 10 seconds for our second round. All right. Set those feet. Just a nice gentle toe out, elbow up and forward. Ready? Here we go. Round 2 of 3. Inhale to lower, exhale to drive out. You're going just a little bit faster than last time. Make sure you're not bouncing the bottom. Still have control, pulling yourself into the depth of that squat. Staying engaged through your core. I just see people just kind of sit down there. We want to keep that tension, a positive tension. 2, 1, and rotate. Bend over row, same side of the body. Take a nice deep breath. Come on down to position. Ready, begin. Draw that elbow up and in. Think long neck. Squeeze that shoulder blade back. Chin in as well. Sometimes we'll tend to kind of lead with the head as we reach forward. So hold the head and neck neutral and just move through your shoulder. Very good. Few more times. 2, 1, and rotate. Going back to our cross crawl patterns. Standing up nice and tall. This time we're going to go behind the body. So standing tall, lifting up through your midline, and reach for your heel behind the body. It's going to activate that hamstring a little bit more. Same idea as far as stabilize through the hips and core. Push that big toe down and see if you can literally grab the heel of your foot. Woo, nice. Halfway through. Excellent. Woo. Keep that stability. Maybe one more on each side. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job. 15 seconds. So you back those dumbbell thrusters on your right side. Second half of set 2. Set the feet. Elbow up and forward. Ready, begin. Awesome. Eyes up, chest up. Breathe. You want to avoid holding our breath through these movements. Just keep a nice, fluid breathing pattern. Excellent. Nice high reach to overhead. Pressing that weight right over the center of the head. Good. Maybe one more. 2, 1, and rotate. Excellent. Just the bend over row to finish out set 2. Left foot forward, right foot back, starting in 2, 1, and begin. Excellent. Make sure you're drawing that abdomen in throughout. Help support that low back. Keeping that pause in the top. Good, friends. 10 seconds now. 30-second break coming up next. Let's go one more. Squeeze it high and take that rest. Woo! Good job. Grab a drink of your water. Third and final round coming up next. Fantastic. 10 seconds. Back to your left side. Set the feet for the squat. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Look to maintain that rhythm, or you can slightly increase that tempo. We do have some lunges coming up in our third and final series. So keep that in mind. Save a little power in those legs. Good. Halfway. Woo. Maybe 1 or 2 more. 2, 1, and switch. Bend over row. Doing great. Getting ready? And begin. Chin in, head and neck neutral with the rest of your spine. Squatting and bent over rows, one of my favorite movements this day and age. Keep that range of motion through the hips with the squat. Kind of save our hips and knees from all the sitting that we do in chairs. And this bent over row, help improve that posture. Drawing those shoulders back, avoid that rounded shoulder and that forward head carriage posture that kind of plagues our society. One more rep, hold it at the top, 2, 1, and rest. Woohoo! Good job. We have our cross crawl pattern in between sides. We're gonna go march and punch this time. Arms up at the side, standing nice and tall. And when you're ready, arms punch across, knees lift up. You wanna keep that heart rate elevated, you can add a little hop to it. I'm just gonna keep it nice and slow this time, conserve a little energy. Good. Try to timing that punch with that exhale. Good, looks great. Still lift it up to that midline, getting that good solid stability. Fantastic, 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome, 15 seconds, we back to the right side of the body. We'll be all done with this circuit. Here we go, final round of thrusters. Set the feet and begin. Good, great tempo, ladies. Eyes up, chest up. Breathing in to lower, exhale as you drive. Maybe your heart rate or breathing maybe a little bit higher. Sometimes I end up breathing twice for each rep. That's totally fine, it's not wrong, just meet your body where it is. Sometimes you need a little bit higher breathing rate to keep your body up with that blood flow. 2, 1, and rest. Woo, good job. Final bent over row of the day. Long step forward, long step back, coming on down, and begin. Exhale as you draw it up and back. Inhale to reach forward. Excellent, great high elbow position. Building that strong mid-back posture. I also think a strong back looks really attractive as well. Standing tall, showing confidence in your body. And 2, 1, and we are all done there. Awesome work. Down, give us a little mini round of applause. That's 2 of 3 circuits done. Let's grab a drink and then we'll do a couple stretches before we jump into round 3. Set 3, circuit 3, whatever you want to call it. All right. So if you have you can either go to a wall or if you have a chair that's not on wheels, that's convenient. We're gonna do like a wall or a chair overhead stretch. It's gonna look like, place the hands about, this one's about chest height. I'm gonna walk back, draw the abdomen in, keep just a soft bend on those knees, and then with those arms outstretched, you're gonna lower your chest down and then breathe into the back of the body. Good. We're gonna hold this about 30 seconds, drawing the abdomen in throughout. You can feel the back side of the body, you can feel the lats. Great time to close those eyes and just feel your body lengthen here. 10 more seconds. Watch that you don't arch that low back. Maybe one more nice deep breath, breathing in. Exhale, lower that chest a hair farther, and then walk it in, come on up. Ah, fantastic. From there, let's go a side stretch with that stagger stance. So let's step your left foot back, reach that left arm up, and then reach the right arm up. Go ahead and grab the wrist of the left hand. Similar to that tricep side bend, we're gonna shift that back hip forward and then grab that wrist and just gently bend the side. Wonderful. You're bending towards your front leg. And then let's gently rotate that downside shoulder. So your right shoulder, you're gonna rotate, peering up towards the ceiling. And come out of that. Same thing, other side. Step it back, step it forward, reaching that right arm up, grabbing the wrist of that right hand. Get that hip shift first, squeeze that back hip forward, squeezing the glute, and gently bend to the side. Good. Continue to fire that back hip as you're side bending here, and then downside shoulder rotates, peer up past your right arm, and holding here for a couple of breaths. And shake it on out. Wonderful. All right, friends, we're getting ready for some lunging. We're gonna lunge all on one leg, option to come into that high knee position. In between legs, we're gonna use that long band for some pull aparts. And then we'll lunge on the opposite leg for 30 seconds. In between rounds, you either take a full 30 seconds off, or if you want a little bit more of challenge today, we'll have the option for some burpees. If you're like, hey, I'd like a little bit more blood flow, but I don't want to do some burpees, you can just kind of hop in place, dance around, keep your body moving for those 30 seconds. All right, we're going to start here in 20 seconds. Some reminders on the lunge. We're going to have your left foot forward first. You'll step your right foot back, keep both heels or both feet planted, not both feet. Keep your front foot planted, and then you're going to bring your back leg forward to that high knee. So control it down, drive forward, coming to high knee. All right, when you're ready, left foot stays forward. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Stepping back, front shin should be vertical, heel planted, good. Back and down, practicing your balance, awesome. Choosing to go unweighted here this first set. In these later rounds, we can hold weights under our chin, we can hold weights at our side. Really take key here that you don't let those hips kick out. Hips and shoulders square. Maybe one more, 2, 1, and transition. Good job. If you have those long bands, go ahead and grab one. If you don't have a band, you can just imagine that you do and still move the same way. Straight arms straight out in front of the body, and then we're just pulling them apart. Avoiding any kind of forward roll of those shoulders. Broad chest. Squeeze everything together in the back. Good. And watch that chicken necking of the head. So draw the chin in. Keep the head and neck nice and neutral. Good. Couple more. And rest. All right. Set it down. Coming back to the lunge, this time with your right foot forward. Place that right foot down, chest nice and tall. 2, 1, here we go. Control the left knee down. Drive that right heel as you pull yourself up and forward. So you're kind of propelling yourself, driving to that front foot, keeping that chest up, knee up, foot up. Excellent. If you're not using weights, similar to when we do squats unweighted, you can reach your arms straight out. Invite that chest to stay tall as you lower back and down. Good, maybe one more. And rest. All right, here's the time where you can either take some time off to really rest and recover, or burpees. 2, 1, and begin. I'm gonna go to the no push-up version. We worked on push-ups yesterday. So just coming down into a plank, standing up tall. Very good. Want to be aware of like our low back posture here on burpees. So if you are jumping, really hold strong in your midline. Float the feet back or step the feet back. Nice and tight as you float up. Good, 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. We're gonna take 30 seconds. Be back for set 2. We're gonna do 3 rounds of these lunges here. Option to hold weight on this round. If you felt confident on your lunges, you can hold it right underneath the chin or 2 weights in each hand. Starting in 10. You're gonna have your left foot forward. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So it's gonna be right foot steps back, drive through that heel, but also grip the toes of that front foot. Awesome, good. Looking straight ahead, keeping those eyes up. And those of you holding up with the shoulders, also think about pushing those elbows up and forward as you lower down. Excellent. And 2, 1, transition. Band pull aparts in between legs. Watch that we're not arching here. So draw everything down and in, shoulders over the hips, and then pulling them straight apart. Shoulders down out of the ears. Sometimes you'll see people roll those shoulders forward. So broad chest throughout. Good, 10 more seconds. Back strength, fantastic. 1 or 2 more. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. We'll take 20 seconds as we prepare for that right leg being forward. Back to your lunges. As you set up for the lunges, check in with your feet. All 10 toes should be pointing straight ahead. Gonna be stepping back with your left foot. 2, 1, begin. Controlling that knee to the floor, driving that foot through. Knee comes up, foot and toes raise as well. Beautiful. Keep that breathing fluid. Fantastic. Nice, crew. It's easy to climb stairs when you can confidently do lunges. Keep it moving now. Maybe one more solid rep. Control it down, drive that knee high, and take a pause. Very good. You can take a full minute off before round 3, or join me for burpees in 2, 1. Here we go. Wide handprints. You come down to your hands. If you are stepping, alternate that foot that you step up with. And you want to try to get all the way into your heels, like the bottom of a squat, before you come on up to standing. Beautiful. We're over halfway now. Nice solid plank position when you come into the bottom. A big step up, maybe one more time. Step it back, step it up, and there's our rest. Awesome. We'll take 30 seconds. Be back for our 3rd and final round. Woohoo! This is it, friends. One more round, and then we'll just have our cool down stretch to finish. 15 seconds till we start. We'll be back with that left foot forward on the lunge. All right. Let's place all 10 toes forward, eyes up, and here we go. Controlling that right foot back, driving that knee up. Good. Fluid breathing, gentle control of that knee to the floor. Good, over halfway. Watch those hips are staying level to the shoulders. Sometimes they'll start to kick out as we control down. Good, last rep. And rest. Final time, band pull aparts. Nice long arms. Actually, we're gonna change it up this time. Let's go diagonal pull aparts. Start with your palms together. Let's go right hand over the right shoulder, left hand down by the left hip. Good. Go about 20 seconds each. Same idea, still keeping the shoulder down out of the ear, still squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good, and then go ahead and switch positions. Your left hand over the left shoulder, right hand down, closer to the right hip. Found myself wanting to start to push that head forward, so draw the chin in as you draw the abdomen in. Couple more. Open, close, open, and close. Beautiful. All right, let's finish it out with the lunges. And then one final set of burpees. Starting in 10. Right foot forward, left foot's gonna step back. 2, 1, here it is. Control that knee down. Eyes up, chest up. Good, lifting up out of those hips, standing tall as you pull that knee high. Good, halfway. There it is. 1 or 2 more, good control. You got it, Sharon. Eyes up, chest up. And 2, 1, and we're all done with that. All right, friends. Burpees into the finish, or just hang out and cheer us on as we finish our burpees. 2, 1, here we go. Woo! Standing tall, clap your hands up to overhead. Create that positive energy. Smile as you come on up to your feet. It's a great day to be alive. Send some gratitude to what your body can do. Release any criticism of what your judgment is that your body should be doing better, differently. It's all made up. Holding strong. Let's go 1 more rep. And 3, 2, 1. And we're all done there. Woo! Good job. Virtual high fives. All right, grab that water. We're going to stay on our feet for the first part of the cool down, and then we'll finish down on the floor. All right, let's go ahead and open up the chest, make our way to the wall or a doorway. Take your elbow up to about 90 degrees, place that forearm against the wall, inside foot steps forward, draw the belly in as you lean into that side, and then rotate away. Get a nice opening through the chest. Let's go ahead and circle this outstretched arm 2 to 3 times back, 2 to 3 times forward. Make sure you keep your attention on that side against the wall though, opening through the chest. Go to reverse directions when you're ready. Fantastic. In between sides, go ahead and come on up off the wall. Bring both hands up to overhead. Soft bend those knees and just a double arm, little side stretch here. Bend to one side, up to the center and bend to the other side. Good, once more each way. Bend across. Peering up towards the ceiling. And second time, second side. Bend to that side, rotate. Really key here, keep the side of your body stretched out. It's all interlaced to that low back. Sometimes we feel tension in the low back. We might need to stretch the side body. And pec stretch on that opposite side. Anchor that arm down, step that front leg forward. Draw that abdomen in as you lean into it and rotate away. Very good. As you're opening here, outstretched arms 2 to 3 times, circling back. Good, and when you're ready, 2 to 3 times, circling forward, continuing to open that chest. Fantastic. All right, go ahead and come off the wall. Feel free to grab another drink of water and then meet me down on the floor. We're gonna go seated on the floor. If you have a yoga block around, you might want to use it. We're going to do our side lying like our book openers as our final stretch here. But as you come on down, let's go ahead and come into a seated position. And we're going to go our hurdler stretch with our side bend. So sit up nice and tall, right up on those sit bones. And as you sit tall, you're going to gently lean forward, reaching for your ankle or foot. If it's not painful for you to grab the toes, go ahead and reach for the toes, gently pull the foot back, lower the head down. Breathe here for about 3 times. It's really easy to make this stretch intense quickly. So back out of it if you feel like you need to grimace. When you're ready, take your opposite arm, reach up to overhead, add a gentle side reach. Really peering up at your hand. And release. Good job. Same thing, opposite side. You still stay up on those sit bones and have a nice long spine as you lean forward, reaching for the toes, drawing that head down. Smooth breathing here. Good. When you're ready, add that overhead reach, side stretch. Good. Peering up to the ceiling. And when you're ready, go ahead and come on out of that. And let's make our way onto our back, keeping your block handy. All right, as you come on down to the back, we're going to go figure 4 stretch first. So go ahead and place your right foot on the ground, cross your left foot over your right thigh, and then go ahead and hug that right thigh into the chest. You can use your left elbow on the left thigh just to push it out just a little bit as you hug that opposite leg in. If you'd like to add that sciatic nerve floss that we did earlier in the hour combined with the hamstring stretch, you can add that 2 to 3 times here, extending the leg, pointing and lifting the toes, bending up and down. It'll take about another 20 seconds here. Continue to hug that right thigh in, invite that outer left hip to open. Very good. Go ahead and release that. Same thing, opposite leg. Right foot over the left thigh. Hug that left thigh in. Check in with your head and neck. If you tend to have your neck extended, lift the head, draw the chin to the chest, reposition that neck. And then you can use that right elbow on the right thigh, pushing out as you hug the left thigh in. And then option to add that sciatic nerve floss through the left leg. Extend with the foot pulled back, point the toes, draw them back towards you, and then bend that knee down and in. Good. A couple more times there. Very nice. As you release that, and this is where we'll utilize the block. You can bring that block to the right side of your body, extend the right leg, draw the left knee in towards the chest. And now either with the knee bent or the leg straight. The leg straight is going to give you a little bit bigger twist. You're going to bring the leg across towards the right side of the body. Here's where you can set the block up nice and high. Pillows work as well. And now once that leg's in position, bring your hands out to the side, like make a T with your arms. And you're going to bring the left hand around to meet the right. And then nice and gradual, bring that left arm up and back. You ideally want to get that left shoulder blade back towards the floor as you turn the head and neck. We'll go between 3 and 5 times here. Close it down and gently open it up. Breathe in as you close and gently exhale as you open. As you come into that final opening, instead of just coming straight across the body, let's take that left hand, crawl those fingers up and around your head. You're trying to trace a nice big imaginary circle around the top half of your body. 1 or 2 more breaths in this open book position. And then when you're ready, go ahead and unwind out of that twist. In between sides, go ahead and hug the legs into the chest, rock your body side to side. And then we'll finish it out. Same thing on the opposite side. Move that block as you need to the left side of your body. Hug the right thigh into the chest. Option to extend the leg up as you bring the leg across in that single leg twist. Good. Once you get that leg into a position that feels appropriate for your body, splay those arms out nice and wide. And now it's going to be the right hand comes up and across to meet the left hand. Open it up nice and smooth. Ideally, we're looking to get that right shoulder back to the floor. Good. Breathe in as you close your book and gently exhale as you open your books. Imagine your arms are the pages of the book. Good. Fantastic. As you go into that last one, remember we're going to crawl that right hand up and over the head. Imagining that circle around the upper part of your body. One more breath or so in that open book position. Very good. And then take your time coming out of that twist. No rush here. I'm just going to kind of finish us up nice and quick as we're running over time. Finish out with happy baby. Elbows on the inside of the knees, grabbing those outer shins or the bottoms of your feet if you can reach. And then just imagine you're that little happy baby in the crib, rocking yourself side to side, using those elbows to drive those knees nice and wide, open those inner thighs. And then just give a couple sighs. Relax that nervous system, relax your body. Send your body back into a state of healing now that the intensity part is done. Good job. Once you finish that happy baby, I invite you to just extend the legs and you bring the arms out to the side and just take a moment or two flat on your back and reflect and express some gratitude for the time you just gave your body to get stronger, a little bit more mobile, a little bit more nimble. Stay hydrated, enjoy your days, and we'll look to see you next time.